And that's a wrap on day one, and what a day it's been. We came into this morning challenging a foundational assumption, that certainty that it must precede action, and that traditional planning cycles that they're built on those assumptions, that they actually expire within months, and those assumptions that they may actually be creating more risk. In an industry that's defined by uncertainty, adaptability, that is what's key and what is the most underinvested capability that we have. That thread, it ran through everything we heard today. In our roundtables, we tackled AI not as a concept, but as an operational reality. The Underwrite the Future conversation, it was clear. AI is no longer operational. It creates immediate value across the underwriting lifecycle, from triage to submission intake and pricing signals, all the way to document intelligence. But the organizations that are winning are those that are pairing that AI capability with redesigned workflows and human oversight and real governance structures. The precision versus accuracy discussion, that's sharpened on that same point, that AI can apply rules with consistency and scale that no human team can match. But precision does not equal accuracy. Contextual risk judgment, exposure nuance, and behavioral indicators, these are the calls that you have to defend to a regulator or to a court, and those still live with the experienced humans. The question is no longer how much you can automate. Instead, it's knowing exactly where human judgment remains still indispensable. Security failures aren't tool failures. They're downstream consequences of a business decision, speed trade-offs, or vendor integrations, or data strategies that were made before security even ever had a seat at the table. Security is a design constraint and not a control layer, and that distinction, it matters enormously in our ecosystem. What tied it all together was a theme that surfaced repeatedly at the lunch panel, which was that innovation doesn't fail because of technology, it fails because of the human tendency to resist change. One panelist put it best, that organizations that successfully move from pilot to production are the ones that close the old path, not just open up a new one. And they measure their cultural readiness alongside tech readiness. They separate the innovation owner from the operational owner, and they find a person in the building who cares too much. That's an interesting concept. The WWT roundtable on maximizing existing technology investments, it echoed that very same discipline. Not to rip and replace, but to amplify what you already have and unlock what's sitting on the shelf. And you do this with aligning your technology capabilities with your business outcomes. One more thing that's worth sitting on tonight is that a panelist from ASCI, he said that they've committed to reskilling every employee whose job is materially impacted by AI. That's a statement about values and not just about technology strategy. In an industry that's built on managing other people's risks, how we manage our own workforce transition will say a great deal about who we are.